Good morning, Jeff. Happy Thursday.
Hey, Kathy, good to see you again.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to put this video together for you all. I'm Kathy Shaw. I'm a local real estate agent in the North Carolina Triangle area. And Jeff is one of my teammates with Movement Mortgage. He's helped many of my clients over the years. Jeff, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure, thanks, Kathy. Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm starting my 22nd year in the mortgage business. I've been in the Triangle here since 2010, and thrilled to be working with Kathy and her team. I think what you'll find is we're very aligned in our approach to service. We both offer a concierge level of service that our clients really value because, in turn, we value your time. We know there's no one getting less busy out there. So Kathy and I do our best to take care of everything up front and give you a smooth path to your closing day. The only other thing I'll tell you about my business and expertise is that I specialize in what I call mortgage management. I look at your mortgage more like an asset than a liability. And by that, I mean the market changes, your needs change, and it's important to have somebody managing your mortgage, not just your assets, your 401k and IRA. So that's a little bit about me. I look forward to any questions you have, and Kathy, do your thing.
Awesome. I'm glad you mentioned that, Jeff, because most of the clients that I work with are professionals. They have busy lives, families, a lot going on. And I always tell them, because they ask me, why is it important to work with somebody like Jeff with Movement Mortgage versus a Wells Fargo or a traditional bank? And I think you just touched on that, and that is that you're offering a level of service that really helps them. Um, the person at the bank isn't going to be calling and chasing after them for that one document that we need to stay on track for closing. That's something that you provide, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. You do so much more. So I appreciate the level of service that you've always provided to all of my clients, and love working with you. But
That's good. Right back at you. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it.
one of the reasons why I wanted to have this little chat with Jeff today is because, as I mentioned, he works with a lot of my clients. And as we're coming to the end of the year, the end of 2024, which is hard to believe, we get tons of questions about, should I buy a home now? Is it dead during the holidays? Should I wait for 25? Should I wait for interest rates to change? And so Jeff and I just wanted to put together a little video to answer some of those questions. I'm going to let Jeff touch on his side of the story in 2 seconds. But one of the things that I've been telling all of my clients as far as the market goes right now is this. First of all, our market is always active and alive. We still have low inventory levels. However, prices have come down a bit. We've seen higher days on market. So if you're a seller, we are still in a seller's market. We still have approximately 2 months of inventory, sometimes a little bit more, 2 to 3 months. But this is a great time for buyers because of that. So buyers are able to negotiate a little bit more. They're able to get a house without paying a lot of money over the list price. They're able to negotiate with repairs and not put so much due diligence money on the table. So it's been great having the market shift just enough so that the buyers aren't over a barrel, so to speak.
For sure.
We've seen things totally on the seller side for the last few years. So now it's nice that the buyers can negotiate a little bit more right now.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment. I will say that the months of inventory is still historically very, very low.
Yes.
So, I mean, what's the normal number? Is it 7 to 9, or is it right around
Well, a
like
balanced market is 6 months.
6 months?
So it's definitely still a seller's market with, 1 to 3 months of inventory.
Right. Yeah. Some of the opportunity for buyers. Well, first of all, let me just make for those folks who are waiting for rates to come down. In my 20-year experience, a rate is just throwing a dart at a board and saying, "Here we are at this time." And rates do what any stock price does, which is up and down. It's a market. Having a mortgage manager to alert you when there's an opportunity to improve your situation is, again, part of my service. But I tell clients, as long as the payment is comfortable for you and you're not overreaching, then the rate is just going to be something you're going to have for a short time. You're not going to be in the loan 30 years, most likely. I think the average continues to fall, and I think it's only like 3 years now. Of course, COVID had a lot to do with that because everybody that had a mortgage got a new mortgage during that period of time. So don't be as focused on the rate. Be more focused, I think, in my opinion, on what the rate's costing you, and if the payment's comfortable. From that point of what the market's doing, there's also other opportunities. For instance, you can sometimes have this negotiate a buy down, a permanent buy down from the seller instead of lowering the offer price. There's a lot of strategy to make the payment more comfortable for you, if you will. The only other thing I'll put into the market is that everybody's guessing right now. It's still a very volatile time. I mean, the Fed's been signaling that rates are going to fall. Obviously, if you follow it, you know that now there's talk that they're going to have to pull back because of the inflationary fantasy that's out there still. I mean, that's probably the main thing, is the inflation of it. But the point is that there's an expectation that 2025 will see lower interest rates. And even though the Fed doesn't completely control mortgage rates, interest rates typically move like a boat on the ocean. So when the Fed goes down, long-term rates go down, and vice versa. So that's my little overview on the market. And again, we could spend an hour talking about all the intricacies of it, but that's the high level piece of it.
Yeah, thanks for that. So I think, just to end quickly, and recap, now's a good time. Interest rates are still historically low. If you look across, say, 30 years, they're historically low. And because buyers right now have the ability to get a house without having multiple offers and paying way over list price and lots of due diligence money on the table, they can secure the home that they want in a easier fashion, so to speak. And then should the rates drop later in 25, they can refinance at that point. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes. And I got to mention that I specialize in a no closing cost solution as well. So
That's
that's
important.
another. Sorry.
That's important.
It
People
is
like to
important.
know
It
that.
is. It is important. No closing costs. Only, in my experience, only a handful of loan officers and mortgage professionals have focused that as a major tool in their toolbox, so to speak. And of course, the closing costs don't magically disappear. It's just that we set up the loan such that the lender will pay your closing costs for you, so that you're not giving away the equity. Um, the market's been difficult market for that process for the last several years, but now it's starting to be available again. I've been able to move clients from October last year, where rates were at 20-year highs, and pull a whole 1 point off their rate without them paying closing costs on either transaction. So I mean, it's significant to have
It
somebody that
is.
has that expertise, and that's one of our mutual clients, Kathy. You know who that is.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
mhm.
My clients who took advantage of that were very appreciative. So
Yeah,
thank you.
very good. Yeah.
So there's a lot of information, as you guys can see, on the buying and selling side, on the mortgage side. So Jeff and I welcome your phone calls, your emails, your texts. We want to answer your questions. We'd love to feature some of the questions on future videos we do. So please see our contact information below and reach out. We'd love to help you. And we hope
Happy
you have
Thanksgiving,
a
everybody. Happy
great
holidays.
holiday.
Yeah. Thanks,
Good to
Kathy.
see you, Jeff.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.